I'll cut it.
Yeah, edit that out, please.
Yeah.
Anyway, hi guys.
Welcome.
Today's a
50.
special episode, right?
Yeah. I got drinks. Or no, I'm only going.
My favorite.
Got water.
You supposed
I'm over here with. We ain't have no. Ain't no type of juice in none here, so
this nigga gonna be drunk in an hour.
No, I didn't crack open a Capri Sun.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
That is ew.
Yeah, it is terrible.
How do we drink them as we used to smash them? Them things are terrible.
Knock them boys back. That mouth is dry as hell, along with that Hawaiian punch and them goddamn detergent bottles.
Yeah, I still don't even understand. Nigga, it used to be the worst, nigga, putting that straw in. Punch that bitch through the back and everything.
On the bottom.
Yeah.
Why are we like that? I don't know. Them Kool-Aid jammers used to slap though, boy.
I was a high C kid.
Yeah, IC was always the shit though.
Yeah, we had a high C machine in our school. That 50 cent boy, let me get 50 cent. Go get me a cherry high C juice box. That was my shit.
50 cents for a juice box? Damn.
Yeah,
inflation was very real at that school.
Yeah, I was like 93, 94.
Well, anywho, I'm Destiny. If you have never listened to this podcast before, I am Destiny. Yes, I'm Des on Instagrizzy.
I'm B Quarter Beats on everything.
B-Bell 84 _, on Instagram and shit.
Well, we're gonna start the week off with on a high note, with some good news, good stories. Anybody got any stories today?
Ooh. Well, we did Atlanta this past weekend, which went really, really well. A lot of people came out, but yeah, man, that was good. Got to do the whole family time situation, which is necessary. Don't get to do that too often, so got all my aunties together.
Oh, I know that was lit.
Yeah, got them all drunk. And it was a good time.
I love it.
Man, yeah, it was a good time. I ain't even had to leave out the house that first night. It was just a good time. But yeah, man, so that got me good, in a good mood, feeling good for the week. So I ain't got no weird shit going on.
I ain't really got much. We was in DC this past weekend, so.
Oh yeah, y'all was out of town.
Yeah, that was cool. I mean, shit. But was able to find some decent Italian food, man. We ain't been able to find a decent bowl of pasta around here in Atlanta, man. I'm sorry, like.
Damn, for real?
Yeah, man. Like, you can't even find a decent bowl of chicken Alfredo. Maybe we ain't been looking hard enough, but every time we roll the dice, that shit just don't go right with the Italian food here. So we was able to find some decent Italian food. Shit, I came up on some shoes I've been looking for over a year. That shit was a goddamn gold mine for me, boy. I could have walked into this store, man. There was so much shit, man.
In DC?
Yeah, it's actually right in Georgetown. So I was like, man, I had to make a choice. Like, me go on and pick up one. I couldn't pick up all. So that was definitely a good look. But other than that, man, nothing too much.
Definitely.
I mean, it's November. My favorite holiday is around the corner, which is Thanksgiving.
You hosting?
I am hosting.
All right. Cooking?
Yeah. Well, I'm cooking the turkey and macaroni, and then everybody else bringing everything else. My mama gonna buy a honey baked ham. So, ooh, we ain't had one of those in a few years. They expensive.
All right.
But she want
That's
me to
my
make a
grandma
damn
go to that honey baked ham. She love buying that.
for sure. My mom want a damn pecan pie. I'm like, girl,
Hell yeah. Why not? The hell you saying girl for?
cause she done requested one for herself. I'm like, that
For
was not
herself.
on the menu.
Man, she gonna be somewhere slumped over on the bed.
For sure, gonna be in the corners of the room. Absolutely.
Damn.
Aunties is coming. It's a great, great, great time to get them drunk and
Is the auntie from last year you was telling us about gonna be?
absolutely, absolutely. She is going
Oh
to be front
man.
and center with her fucking Chick-fil-A to go container. Yeah.
Okay. All right. No games. Brings her own.
She came in there one year with a damn container like the containers they use when like you get Chick-fil-A catered, like the big. Where are you going with this?
Man.
Hey, I got an idea that just came to me. We need to do a Thanksgiving episode, not like on Thanksgiving Day, but around whatever episode we do before Thanksgiving. We need to get a bunch of, I ain't gonna say a bunch, but a good amount of people on here, and we're gonna
Family
have
members.
yeah, we're gonna have a version of Friends giving on the podcast.
She will come on here and act a whole food. Like the story she will immediately start telling. I'm like, girl, inappropriate. No.
Yeah, everybody gotta say what they thankful
Talk
for. All
about
of that.
my name is Absolute. That's what she tell everybody. My
What?
name is Absolute. Her name is Absolute because that's what she drink at the post when she go out at their post. And now her friends done took her to the post in the white people area. So every time I talk to her, she's like, "Yeah, we went to the white post." I'm like, "You can't be saying that all loud." Met me a white man. I'm like, "Oh my god,
Buddy.
why do I love you? I don't know."
Man, one thing I love about the older people, man, what they drink, boy, they be satisfied with nothing. Like they don't care, man. It do not gotta be no luxury to it at
You know
all.
what I'm gonna get? I'm gonna get some motherfucking Taylor Port. It's gonna be an experiment.
Has to be on here that next episode. How was Thanksgiving? Well, my auntie threw a whole pie. My other aunties.
Threw the fuck up, bruh.
Oh boy, man.
Taylor Port is gonna happen. I might get some Rossi just to see
God
what
damn.
happens.
You trying
They
to
old. That's what they drink.
Oh,
If my
boy.
uncles come, it's gonna be some Wild Hours Rose in the freezer, for sure.
Oh,
They drink that shit like it's
Rose.
water. I'm like, God,
boy.
why? That shit is motor oil. God.
Yeah, that shit is nasty.
I've never had it.
Yeah, I ain't
I
never
think I
had
tasted
it.
it one time. Never again.
Yeah,
Never again.
You know, I lived around enough winos to know that was some shit I want to stay away from. I'm gonna throwing that back in that damn Thunderbird. This
Hey,
new
man, but they come from the moonshine era. So
they used to, man, my uncle and my mom used to tell me about some shit they used to drink called Nature Boy. And that shit was like, it was like before like the Mad Dogs 2020. They said that shit was strong as hell. Like they'd be like, when they ready to go get a body, like, you ready to get the boy out the jail? He like, what? You ready to get the boy out the jail? Yeah, in reference to going to buy a bottle of that shit. They end up taking that shit off the market. Yeah, Nature Boy, man.
There's a ghetto liquor store near my house. It is a liquor store on one side and a bar on the other, like with pool tables and all.
Okay.
It's called Sock It To Me.
All right.
But the liquor store part, they get like cases of like 24, and they literally will cut the case in half and put tape around the open end. So when they put it on the shelf, because you know it's kind of angled down, the bottles won't fall out the bottom. So yeah, they'll get 24 cases and sell the 12 cases and put clear tape around the front so the bottom.
Oh,
Man, what?
man, what? So like a vending machine or some shit?
No, it's in the freezer because you know the shelves are kind of angled down.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll just they get cases of beer, and instead of selling a 24 case, I guess they figured like niggas around here can't afford a 24 case, so we gotta sell them by the 12s.
Oh, boy.
So they literally will take a damn box cutter and cut the box in half, put that damn tape around that shit, and you can buy that motherfucker like that.
Ooh.
Man, what the
This
fuck?
is an actual brick and mortar store. This ain't nobody's house. This is a store. And literally you come in the front door and like directly to your left, it's another door where like a bouncer will sit and like it's a club. They got pool tables and shit. But straight ahead, it's a counter, it's cases, it's a fucking liquor store. I said, now whose idea was this? Woo! Anywho,
All right.
next
These random tidbits of her neighborhood.
Right.
random. Welcome to the West Side. So there's been obviously a lot happening in the past 2 days.
A lot, man. A lot of random.
A lot of crazy random
Hey,
shit.
yeah, first things first. Yeah, man, let's just pay our respect. R.I.P. to Takeoff, and yeah, man, the whole QC Quavo Offset. I see he changed his Instagram picture to Takeoff. And yeah, man, the family, friends, all of that, man. Yeah, so just wanted to get that out there before we go any further. Go ahead and get that out there.
Yeah, prayers go to them and their family, because I'm sure it's a hard thing. I mean, as for anybody to lose a family member or to just lose somebody that they close with. I it was like 6 something in the morning. My boyfriend had got up for work, and he, people wake up and be on Twitter first thing in the morning, and he was just like, "Babe, Takeoff got killed." I like raised up out the bed. I said, "What? Are you kidding me?" Totally shocked. Definitely not the news that I wanted to hear or expected to hear at any point, because out of all the people, like, he was the quiet one. He was the well-mannered, he was the one that stayed out the way for sure. So, it's a really tragic situation, and out of it a lot of conversation has been around, if of course when somebody dies in our community, everybody wants to point the blame at something. And the conversation came, Lakeith Stanfield this is just one of the many people, but he made a post basically saying, like, if you support gangster rap, you cannot also support Black people. Essentially saying, like, the music that glorifies killing and robbing and shooting is basically responsible for this. And while I get what he's trying to say, I feel like that is a cop out, and I feel like that music alone is never the reason why people make the decisions that they make. I feel like music can influence your choice, but music can influence your choices negatively, but there are also positive things that should influence your choice positively. And if you don't have that, then of course you're going to make the wrong decision. It's just like if somebody get a cold, if your immune system is great, you can fight it and you'll be fine. But if your damn immune system is trash, you could possibly die, or
Yeah.
it could be worse. So that, although that is one, layer of it,
Yeah.
I want people to also think about, how in all of these cases where we see people get murdered just out here, either minding a business or even if they were in an argument or whatever. Like, it goes to show how many grown ass people are out here that have zero emotional maturity. They're getting angry, and the first thing that they do is go take somebody's life because they feel disrespected or they feel some kind of way about whatever. It's like, y'all, people are raising kids with no emotional stability.
Yeah.
So I think like it starts in the home, because at the end of the day, there's going to be negative impacts from every angle, not just from music. You got to teach your children how to make positive decisions and make decisions and understand the reality of consequences from that.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how to manage they damn emotions.
Yeah.
And it's grown ass men who don't know how to do that. And this is a byproduct of that, more than being a byproduct of the culture and gangster rap and all of that stuff. This is a direct byproduct of somebody not knowing how to manage feeling disrespected or feeling embarrassed or being mad because what the fuck.
Yeah. Um, Man, I sit in. I get what he was trying to say, and I feel I don't know. So I feel like the hard thing about what I'm saying, rap and stuff like that is that one, rap is supposedly so much based on being real, right?
Mm-hmm.
Two, um, it's hard for people to rap about stuff, like if that's what their environment is and that's what they're around and that's how they grew up, that's what they rapping about. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that's the case for everybody, because a lot of these niggas is just doing it
They
because
don't live that life.
it's the cool thing to do. But for the most part, a lot of these people is just, I mean, really, for since forever, rap has been a thing where people use it to get out of like their circumstances and shit like that. So they're just rapping about stuff that they, what I'm saying, experienced and stuff like that. I mean, I think the flip side of it is turns into something different, I guess, when you like, I guess, glorifying it, you know what I'm saying, instead of like, this is what I had to do, you know what I'm saying, type of thing to do, to make it through, but I'm going another route, you know what I'm saying, type of thing. So in one sense, I get it, like what he's trying to say, but then on the flip side of that, it's like, man, I don't know. Like if that's your surroundings and that's what you know what I'm saying, you growing up, you know what I'm saying, around, that's what you being taught, then, but I do agree, like there's a lot of people, I mean, for instance, that just doing unnecessary shit. Now all the just guns in the videos, all of that shit, like, man, like I'm not with none of that. Yeah, I'm just not with none of that. So, but in this case, I mean, to be honest, like Migos music ain't even really like violent like that. Like
Mm-mm.
their content is not, you know what I'm saying? You'll hear some references probably every now and then, but the basis of their music isn't, shoot 'em up, bang bang.
Mm-hmm.
So
Um, I agree with both of y'all points. Um, it's a lot. That statement. I mean, I understand where he's coming from, but coming from where we come from, we've always been taught to take lemons and make lemonade, and that's
yeah,
what hip hop has been based on. Um, I think with Destiny's point is something that's really huge in regards of people not just having sympathy. You know what I'm saying? Like sympathy, just being, empathetic, all these things that just make you human in regards of being able to deal with people, rational, being able to make rational decisions, it's kind of going out the window. And I mean, I see it every day. You know what I'm saying? I dealt with a kid the other day. He got mad because it was a kid that had cookies and he gave everybody else cookies and didn't give him one. So instead of like just taking it on the chin, he takes some of his food and put it in his face. You know what I'm saying? And didn't feel no type of way about it. You know what I'm saying? And I had to literally like break the whole situation down and show him this is why you're wrong. So you take a 8-year-old that's doing this, and this is someone that's a full grown adult. You know what I'm saying? It's nuts. So that's something that we really need to start. Not even kids, but really being able to start having conversations with adults about this, because it's becoming just too much in regards of just taking someone's lives and just keeping it moving. The music, on the other hand, I mean, it's taking definitely a different route. I mean, we've dealt with this issue in the peak of gangster rap. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it always goes back to having some sort of balance in the midst of the music. You know what I'm saying? Whereas you have this artist, you have another artist that's being able to show something else different, to where the kids are able to listen to it, and that's not really happening nowadays. A lot of that stuff they're listening to, it all goes back to the point that you were saying, just being able to have empathy. You know what I'm saying? It's always just shoot them up, bang, bang. And then you throw in the social media aspect of things with the guns and they committing crimes on social media. You know what I'm saying? These kids thinking it's cool, not knowing like, it's consequences that comes with this. So, having that street element in hip hop, we had OGs that was talking to these kids. Being able to go like, okay, if this is how you're gonna move, this is the way you should move. Now, and I'm not promoting in regards of this is being the way of life, but it's a way to go about with everything if you want to choose that way of living. And that's what we don't have nowadays, So it's heavy. That situation the other day, is still a lot coming out slowly, and it's sad. It's sad as shit, man, because anytime you've watched an interview with those guys, he's always the quiet one. He don't say much. You know what I'm saying? He always makes people laugh. You know what I'm saying? And he was always about the music. That's the common senses that I get when I've heard people since yesterday and today, fellow artists talk about, he always talked about just being able to make music. So to see that happen, man, it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were supposed to record yesterday, and I told you I couldn't do it.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, I literally went to sleep. Like, I swear to God, I went to sleep and I was watching Takeoff in a clip, and I was literally thinking like, damn, I'm glad he, like, since it's just the two of them and it's not three, it made a little bit more room for him to step up and be, what I'm saying, who he is, and people to really see him for him.
Yeah.
And I was literally thinking like, damn, I'm glad that's happening, what I'm saying, for him, and we getting to see a lot more, what I'm saying, of him. And literally, like, one of the last things I watched, I thought I was dreaming when I woke up in the morning, like, because that was literally the first thing I seen, because a couple people sent it to me, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, am I dreaming? Like, I literally looked at those couple things and went right back to sleep. Like, this cannot be real. Like, what's happening? I think it's hard on a lot of people because, like you said, he like the quiet one, mess with nobody. Like, he just always super chill. Like, you ain't never heard him in no mess. You ain't even heard about him in no relationships.
He kept his lifestyle private. Like, his personal life very private.
Oh, he was just super chill. You know what I'm saying? At least that's the person, that we knew. So caught completely off guard, you know what I'm saying? Just completely off guard by that. And I see people got all, internet swear they the police. So I see people putting together all their theories and just all of that. Like, man, at the end of the day, that's somebody's son, somebody, nephew.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, man, like all this, I mean, I didn't even watch none of those videos or anything. I didn't watch them at all. Just because, like, man, I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
Um,
Not to cut you off, D. Now, imagine I'm here in Atlanta, so I walk into work, and it's teachers devastated. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, people like they know these guys. They grew up with them. Most importantly, the music is synonymous here. They're a
Mhm.
staple. You know what I'm saying? Like, what Outkast may be to us in our generation is younger people. The Migos is their Outkast. You know what I'm saying? And to like experience that was that was just totally, this is totally different for me, because being like in Michigan, what I'm saying, we've never lost anyone huge like that, especially not at their peak. You know what I'm saying? So for this to happen, this senseless act of violence, and to just see people, this is how they've been able to react and not being able just to just deal with kids.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It was definitely something I thought I would never experience, and it definitely just made it just it just enhanced just the thought of like, damn, you know what I'm saying? This we going through this again. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like, when will this stop? Like, you don't see country artists, R&B, rock and roll. You don't see them dealing with this at all. It just seems like it's just like a game of just damn duck hunt, you know, for the younger viewers. That's a game that came out on Nintendo.
yeah.
Of just hunting down our black stars, our black hip hop artists.
Yeah, I think that's what's the most disappointing part to me is like, man, Migos are a staple, and whether people want to give them that or not, they're an important part of hip hop culture and what they brought, to the table and what they mean to, what I'm saying, the city, the South, and just hip hop, what I'm saying, overall. Um, so to just see another one of our pillars kind of just go down like that, man, I mean, it's just, I don't know, man. It just hit different. But yeah, man, R.I.P to Takeoff, and yeah, prayers to the family and everybody involved. I can only imagine what somebody like Quavo is experiencing while people on the internet literally blaming him.
And yeah, and
You know what I'm saying? Blaming him for this. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a intentional thing. Like they ain't doing nothing out of probably what they would normally do.
and then the thing is more that's coming out, and the story that we've come to know from the looks of it, that definitely wasn't the issue.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. I it it is a eye opener for sure. Yet another one. But I just feel like at this point we're so like desensitized by stuff that it's crazy. Like I accidentally came across the video on Twitter yesterday and I immediately reported it and blocked the fucking ghetto news site that posted the shit. And there was somebody else that I was friends with on Instagram, some lady, and her post was basically like, it's karma for because of the basically like it him dying is like karma from the type of music that is hip hop, karma from the culture. And I'm like, girl, you're blocked and
oh
reported as
God,
well.
Jesus.
And I'm just like,
Damn.
really?
Just sorry.
But people just try to be the contrarian and the most woke, the most like controversial, like, oh, I'm going to be the person who says what everybody else thinks, or I'm going to be the person who says the unpopular opinion. But I'm like, no, you're just the person who's wrong. With
Yeah, man.
everybody that's always like parading this whole like, well, we can't be mad at any other races because we kill each other. Look how much we kill each other. But you also don't, first of all, you've never read a statistical fucking article in your life, clearly. And let me tell you, I have. I have 2 master's degrees. I've read many research papers, and I know for a fact
Slight
that
flex.
white people are not the only. First of all, the whole idea around black on black crime is not a thing. What is a thing is people kill people that are in close proximity to them.
Yeah, exactly.
Ego.
So if you go to these state prisons, majority of the white killers killed a white person
Exactly.
because they are in fucking close proximity. So cut that shit. But you making it seem like that's a thing, and honestly it's not, but it's just always so upfront in the media because we are the culture and we run news cycles.
Yeah, for
What's
sure.
important to black people is in the news. What happens to black people is in the fucking news because we run everything. We're the largest consumers. We are the culture in general. So yes, it might seem like you see a lot of black on black crime, but if you did some research, statistically, that's not the case. It's not a thing. So like people spreading all this fake news and these false fucking points, it just pisses me off because like you sound dumb. You are dumb because you're not doing any kind of research before you're out here just posting shit, reposting shit. Like, just stop it.
Man, I'll
Yeah,
tell you what was nuts. My coworker was it today or yesterday? He was telling me like a soul food restaurant here in Atlanta shared the video in their story. Like it was like a clear ads version of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like shared the video. I'm like, you motherfuckers is selling smothered pork chops. Why?
because
Why
because they nephew
sharing this shit?
16, because they 16-year-old 17-year-old nephew is running the damn social
Like,
media.
it's fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you feel as if people want to see this shit?
right.
Like the thought of it is enough. You know what I'm saying? It's not as if this is something that we constantly have to deal with. And like you said, it's like shit. It's almost to a point to where people are like, oh, somebody else got killed. All right, what's the weather? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it is what it is. So it's what's going through people's mind to really think that you want to see somebody laying in just a pool of blood and think that's cool to see. You know what I'm saying? For others to see. It's just beyond me.
Yeah. Well, one last thing. Yeah, it's the conspiracy theories for me. Like people be really writing stuff like they really like first of all, like they was there. Like they just I mean, I'd be like, man, who is your inside connect? Cause I mean, you got more details than the people that was around and everything. Like you just got all the details. So I don't know, man. People just yeah, man, just need to let people grieve. Oh, and that's another thing. I see people talking about, and this is a lot of people back home. I'm sure it's happening everywhere. Getting mad at other people for grieving, like however they grieve. We're saying
Like, you didn't even know
R.I.P.
him. Where was you at when?
Yeah, exactly. Like one, you don't know how this music affected somebody's life, or
Right.
it may have got them through some times that you know what I'm saying. Sometimes when you going through some shit, the music is the only thing getting you through, or you connect certain music with certain times, so it means a lot more to you. So you
Mm-hmm.
don't know that, and then so they want to go on and talk about y'all don't care about so and so that just got killed the other night and blah blah blah. Like man, death is a death. You know what I'm saying? That's just that's just that. You don't got to know them. You don't got to, you know, have conversations with them to have empathy and feel sorry for the situation or for it to just touch you in general.
Right. You know, like you said, man, you know, they don't understand how powerful music is. You know what I'm saying? Just like how we say in regards of some of the things that, you know, some of these things these artists are rapping about, it's influencing these kids.
Mm-hmm.
So when you make a connection with somebody, it's strong. It's nothing it's undeniable. So like you said, you know, when someone's going through something and you get touched by, you know, by a gift like that, you can't deny that. So if something happens to that person, they're going to feel some type of way about it because the connection has been made. You know what I'm saying? And it all goes back to what Destiny said. The overall thing just being desensitized to where, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's shit is scary low key. You know?
It definitely is.
Yeah.
All right. We got any funnies or any upliftings?
Did y'all see a lot of the Halloween costumes this year were pretty fire?
Hey, Diddy,
That boy
Diddy
Trump
got
put on-
number one.
Hey, did you see the tequila commercial we
Oh,
did?
yeah, yes.
That nigga's
Fire.
a genius.
Fire.
Yeah.
I don't care what nobody say about Puff. I understand y'all want to say he been J jerking niggas for years and you know, this, doing that. Y'all people need to get his man his roses, please. You know what I'm saying? Because he's cornered the market in anything he's done. And I'm looking at this the other day, and I'm like, this shit look like a movie trailer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And he acting. Yeah.
Acting and everything. This nigga like really just put on the whole Joker, you know what I'm saying, moniker. And it was just like, damn, Puff, you really took it there. So that I enjoyed that. I hate the fuck out of Halloween. But that right there, I enjoyed that shit. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was good.
Y'all buy your tickets for Black Panther 2 yet?
No, I don't know. I don't know if I want to sit there for 4 days and watch it. Come on, clear. I was telling him the other day, like, I don't know. That's 4 days, man.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I'm a see it. I like the first one. I'm a little worried about this one. Just because what's his name not in it? Yeah. But I don't know, man. Well, I mean, I see it. It's for me. It's a I see it when I see it type of thing. It ain't like I gotta run to.
Me and the family are going. We got our tickets already next week.
Are y'all dressing up like they did with the first one?
No, not gonna take it that far, but we'll definitely be there to watch it.
Yeah,
So,
I ain't made my mind up yet. I was looking like 2 hours and 48 minutes. I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
It's a long time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to it because I'm a Marvel fan. So I don't know. We actually just went to the movies the first time since the pandemic. Like the first fucking time the other day.
I haven't been a lot since the pandemic either. Maybe like
Man, I did go to movies one time since the pandemic, but other than that, no, I have not been to no damn movies. And that was like a thing.
Movies is expensive as shit these days. $29.
But the pandemic just made you get used to watching shit at home.
At home, yeah.
And then they started making a lot of the movies available shit at home. So you just got used to that in the comfort of your own home, your own fucking food, your own drinks, your own everything.
I got this thing on my Fire Stick. It's called Clear Fire TV.
Do your hat say finer?
Yes, Finer Woman.
I just I just now picked that
up. Yes, B. It says finer. But I got this. It's basically cable, but it's
illegal.
No, well, because I'm paying for shit. It's $25 a month.
But you get all the channels.
All the channels.
Yeah, that nigga.
I'm like, what is this called?
You see, I asked. I said, you get all the channels. I get all the channels. Yeah.
All the channels. Okay.
What is this called?
It's called Clearfire TV.
Clarify?
Clearfire
Clear
TV.
fire.
You
Okay.
gotta have a
Fire
fire
stick.
stick though, but yeah, we pay a little 25 a month, and I get all the and it's clear. It is clear as fuck. It ain't no
Like you get all
delay.
the shit like HBO, like that
All
type
of
of shit?
it.
You get the fights too, don't
You
you?
get all the fights, all the games, every game
What?
that's on. You get them. I don't give a damn
So
if
you don't
it's
pay no subscription shits for like HBO or
no. You can watch all of that. I watch Raising Canaan all the time. I watch House of Dragon every week.
My brother got something like that. He was telling me about it. I
Yeah.
just
I had my friends and my auntie and stuff had to test it out first, but they done had it for like a year, and it's like, yeah, go on, send me that link. And so that's yeah. I low key. I really just bought the ticket so we can have a little family experience. But I'm sure Black Panther's gonna fucking be on there soon. All the good shit is on there. But anywho,
Brandon looking it up. He didn't stop talking.
I already know. I'll send you the link.
You on illegal ass niggas?
right.
You can watch all the games. Listen, because they make it so fucking hard. Like
Man.
I can barely watch a Colts game at my house because it's like one day it's on one damn network, then the Fire Stick like, oh, you got to have a certain provider to show this fucking network, and I'm not listen too damn much to watch one fucking football game. Like what the hell? So anywho, there's that. Colts, listen, y'all gonna make me cuss. These niggas done traded Naeem Hines for a fucking running back and a six round draft pick next year.
I don't even follow football, but I know he
exactly he's good. What are y'all doing?
I mean,
we lost last week by one punk ass point, but it wasn't his fucking fault. I said, you know what, y'all like getting cussed out on Twitter, clearly.
Nah.
Anyway, don't get me started about football and Colts. I'm on the 2024 Olympic swimming trials planning committee.
Wait, what? Run that back.
How you go from talking about illegal cable to this?
Yeah.
I was talking about sports. Sports. So the swimming Olympic trials are going to be in Indianapolis in 2024. I am on the planning committee for that. Yeah, we had our first like two meeting. Well, we had our first like overall committee meeting because I'm on the PR subcommittee, but we had our first like meeting with like all of the committees.
Where's the next Olympics at?
Paris.
Okay.
Yeah. They are turning Lucas Oil, which is our football stadium, into an Olympic sized pool.
Wow.
Yeah, how do you do that? Like
they're building a pool on the field.
It's like a pool. It's like a pool that's out the ground, then. Like
above ground for sure. But
so it's gonna be a big ass tank.
It's actually gonna be two pools. Yeah, it's gonna be.
I don't know. That shit sounds a little inconvenient. They couldn't find another.
Not for that many damn people that's gonna be here.
So that's all around the world, right?
Yeah, they're expecting like shit. It's I want to say it's 6 days or 9 days, and they're trying to sell 30,000 tickets a day. You have to sell 30,000.
Let's stop. Let's congratulate motherfucking Des on this shit. Man, we ain't got nobody. I don't know about you, but I don't know no motherfucking body that has done some shit with the Olympic Committee. Like,
yeah, I'm like,
clap this shit up, man.
Yeah, said that shit so randomly.
Yeah,
like, Like,
Talking
yeah,
like,
slid that shit in. Like,
Well, thank you.
yeah, like she was talking about that Port Elliott shit. What's that? Yeah,
Taylor
yeah.
Port,
I bought a bottle of that, I'm on the Olympic swimming committee and shit, qualifying.
Uh,
Nigga.
yeah, it's gonna be. I'm looking forward to it. We got a year and a half to get this shit together. I'm on the PR committee, so I am going to help tell the story around the legacy. So they have set aside like 400,000 to like basically give back to communities and hold like basically classes around like pool water safety, pool safety, work with different community centers and parks and stuff. Hopefully, build a pool or two at some of these parks. Start like some community swim leagues, stuff like that. So I'll be a part of that team that's like telling that story about why it specifically in black and brown communities. So of course we got to talk about why black people don't know how to swim and where that came from. And yeah.
That's what's up.
So hopefully I'm working on another committee too. All Star. Because All Star is also in Indy that year in February. So I'm like
yeah,
gearing up to be
hook
on
it
that
up,
committee
Destiny.
as well.
Hook it up, Destiny. See this wink?
Thank
Exactly.
you.
I need them to bring the All-Star game to the D.
Wow.
The All-Star game ain't been to the D, I believe, since the 80s. Time for the NBA to bring the All-Star game to Detroit.
Hey, you're right, boy. We gonna see the most buffs we ever seen.
Oh, you know, I'm coming home for the All-Star game if it's in Detroit. Niggas is gonna be furs, buffs. Nigga, it's gonna be so fucking.
Oh yeah,
ghetto.
what's that? February?
Oh, ghetto.
Valentine's Day weekend.
Oh no.
Yeah.
They got to bring it to Detroit, man. I remember the last time Detroit was trying to get it. I think it was years ago, but they were saying they didn't have the capacity to be able to hold the people coming to actually see it. You know what I'm saying? But that was at the time they was at the Palace. But now you got the Little Caesars Arena.
Oh yeah. You got hotels, everything.
Yeah, all that. You know what I'm saying? And bring that shit to Detroit, man. They keep on bringing it to Indianapolis. Not taking nothing from y'all, but bringing it to everybody else, man. Bring that shit to Detroit, man.
But you know what? It's kind of like our challenge at this point is because it was supposed to be here in 2020.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
It got moved. So all of the infrastructure that we built into the city leading up to 2020 is now 4 years old. So the money and stuff that they allotted to have like new shiny shit for all these people to come see and participate in is not new no more. So I'm like, I don't know what they gonna do. It's hella fucking construction right now. Like I feel like they rebuilding the whole goddamn highway system in the like inside the city. So I'm like, I don't know how that's gonna work. Like they're gonna have to find some money to put back into the city so we can have some new shit because like all the murals and shit is all crusty now. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely keep us in the loop with that for real.
I will.
No, definitely keep us in the loop with that one. You just sprung it out there like it was fucking, I don't know what it was, but you just sprung it out there so randomly. Like that should have been at the beginning of our conversations and shit. We sharing random ass news.
I forgot for a second.
Yeah, that should have been that.
Sorry, Nike app sent me a notification. Them dunks are trash.
Man, I hate I fucking missed out on fucking women fours today. Fucking teaching them
them purple ones.
Yeah. I've been trying to get a pair of them since they came
only
out.
went up to a 10 though in women's.
No, but the thing is, on Nike they go in extended sizes. So it's extended sizes with Nike. In the stores they only went up to a men's 10. But on Nike, it was extended to size 16.
I would have got them for him because he was fucking crying about not getting them shits. I just got them Them Birkin ones,
You got them?
they are beautiful in
Yeah, I
person.
was trying to convince Pam to get them, but it was a pair of ones that she wanted for a while now. These PSG ones. So she finally got them, and she was like, "Well, I don't want those other ones because she ain't got nothing to go with them." But that's the thing, though. You get the motherfuckers, and you just sit on them until you find something to go with them.
Yeah,
But
yeah. You get the shoe.
you get
You
the shit.
worry about the other shit at
Yeah,
another
you know
time.
what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I'm sitting over here with a few boxes in front of me. I don't know where the fuck I'm gonna put. I got like 6 boxes of shoes
Yeah,
in front of me. I'm I don't have much room.
You
I
have
don't
a
have much room.
problem, B.
Yeah, I do, but I don't have much room left. I bought a pair the other day. Pam don't know about, so she'll probably hear about that pair on this episode when they come to the door. But yeah, yeah. But
I think that's all I got. I think we can move on to the playlist.
I'm
Y'all
sorry, y'all. I
ready
ain't even
for a
updated.
playlist? Cause
yeah, I got mine. I did mine before we got on.
I got mine too.
Damn, I don't got my third one.
I
All right, though.
ain't.
While y'all figure that out.
What's
So
the numbers looking like behind this playlist? Are niggas listening to this playlist? We put a lot of time trying to find these damn songs for
I don't
you,
know. I
y'all.
think with the playlist, what I keep saying I'm gonna do or want to do more of is actually like finding ways to put that portion out there. Because I mean, you can check out the podcast, but some people might listen to the end, but a lot of people might not listen all the way through
Mm-hmm.
um, to get the playlist. So we'll figure out a way so we can have some content to post about the playlist.
Yeah,
But my songs today are all Migos songs from Culture 1, 2, and 3. Um, His first song is one of my favorite Migos records that nobody fucking probably knows. But it's a song they had, I think it's on Culture 2. It's called Made Men. Um, Next Migos song is one of their more popular songs, T-Shirt.
that's my shit right there.
Yeah, yeah, that's the shit. And the next one is from the last Migos albums, called Album.
Okay. All right, I got mine. First record is from Overcast. I believe it's pronounced Montara. Um, Next record is by Overlord Scooch. I'm a big fan of them and Bylug. He just put a project out, record called Give Him Life, and a classic from Nori, Oh No.
Um, my shit's all over the place today. We got a little R&B Caution from Savannah Ray. I just fell across her album on Apple Music. Smino dropped the album on Friday.
How you feel about that album?
I liked it. I did only listen to it one time, but I did like it. The song's called Pro Freak, and then third one is from this Jeezy album called Most Hated. Everybody loves this Jeezy album. It's alright to me.
And, it's doing what it need to do for his hardcore fans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. That was very well for his hardcore fans.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I feel like it'll do what it needs to do in the right environments or whatever. But yeah, that's it. Shout out to Jeezy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it for the 50th episode of before we today is Prodigy's from Mob Deep. It's his birthday. So shout out to Prodigy. And coincidentally, his daughter was just in DM like as we recording this, and she interested in being a guest. So hopefully we'll have her on soon, like literally while we was recording.
Okay. That's what's up.
So,
Cool.
but But yeah, make sure I get the playlist. It's on Tidal, Apple Music, and Spotify. Make sure I subscribe to the podcast on Behind the Scenes Network on Apple, Spotify.
Roku.
Yeah, everything. YouTube, of course. Yeah, wherever.
Your mama's bedroom.
You just had to say some crazy shit. You had to.
Yeah. Any last words?
Hey, man, just hug your loved ones, man. Tell them you love them. Got some conflicts with some people. Try to resolve it. Talk things through. The ego of a man is a motherfucker. You let it get the best of you. You see what has happened time and time again. So just hug your loved ones. You got conflicts with another man or even with a woman. Try to resolve them with words. Please.
All right, John.
Bye.
Next week.
All right.